The Children of Incarcerated Parents initiative started in 2015 under the previous governor. We had about $1 million to invest in a evidence-based prevention intervention, and we selected creating lasting family connections. This particular curriculum has 3 components. It has a parenthood component, which touches on mothers and fathers, a youth component, and a marriage and partner component. And also with that $1 million investment, we invested in evaluation to work with Ohio University to make sure that we were using the best practices to entrench this curriculum throughout the state of Ohio.
Over 200 organizations have been trained across the state of Ohio. And we have facilitators who now implement the Creating Lasting Family Connections curriculum.
I spent many years working for the Ohio Correctional System. I was a warden there, and I've seen the need for such a program, but most of the attempts we tried to put together sort of fail. And the reason they fail is because we didn't have good partners on the outside. So with this initiative, it's so important to get grassroots organizations involved. So we start the process inside the prison versus waiting till the person gets out of prison. So once those relationships are garnered, it makes it for a more smooth transition, especially when the guys and gals go back home.
It's really important when you're working in a community-based setting to really find those champions that are going to take the time to understand the program in its entirety and what it can offer the community, what it can offer our families. So once you have those few champions in the community, having them collaborate with you and start building that partnership, so then you have that greater capacity that you can then go forth in the community and really talk to different funding opportunities or funding partners, really get them involved, invite them to the graduations, let them speak with some of your participants so that they can see the value of it.
Me being a small organization in Toledo, it was very important to have that support the organization that I was doing, because we were missing that piece to where have such a broad curriculum that we were missing, so bringing that to the community was very helpful.
At Richland Correctional Institution, I think it's had a large impact as far as how the guys are starting to interact with their children. I think that's very important. The guys are starting to realize that they can be parents while they're incarcerated. And I get to watch kids who probably have never really had a good relationship with their dad develop that relationship. And the program really helps them work through the hurt. We probably labeled it a little bit as anger because it looks like it's anger, but it's really hurt. And I get to watch that firsthand, and I think that's probably one of the best benefits that I've gotten to see is them start to work through the hurt and develop those relationships with their parents that are incarcerated.
With that program, Second Chance, we are in 3 correctional institutions, while on the outside in the community, we have facilitators who facilitate with the children and family.
And one of the significant things in that process is the bringing the families together, whether it's through direct contact or through the virtual component. Each institution approaches it a little bit differently, but all within the same foundation and same framework.
And as a result of the project and the program, we've truly saw the behavior change, not only with the inmate, but with the children and the families.
I think it's really great what they're doing, and I'm just really hopeful that these kids won't come in, because we know that that's part of it. Kids without parents involved sometimes come through the same system, and I'm kind of hopeful by them developing this relationship prior that they won't do that.
Our experience with the CIP learning community has been groundbreaking.
Encouraging.
Exhilarating.
Grateful.
Hopeful.
I would say phenomenal.